All right. Thankfully, I didn't take the you know what because I am like shaking right now. I'm so nervous I'm gonna get arrested for one. I'm hoping some of you guys show up for this. Why am I going live? Because, I mean, it's been a minute and I'm a little rusty, so forgive me if this stream is not like it should be, not in the proper Phil James fashion. So please pardon the nervous, anxiety, self conscious vibes I'm having already. Um, but as you guys can see when you get here or when you're watching this later, another train behind me, right? Yeah, another train. The thing about this train, listen to this noise when all the cars stop going by for one. For the new people joining, what's up, St. Joe? You're not gonna believe this. I mean, seriously, look, how many trains have we had derail in the past, like, what, 3 weeks? We're at like 7 or 8 trains. Guys, my hometown, I tell you every time, I'm the test area here in Ohio, Delaware City and Delaware County, Ohio. Check this out. Another derailed train, and it happened before all the other trains. Happened here first, guys. How does this happen? I tell you guys, I got a front row seat to the apocalypse. And look, now 7 trains in like 90 hours. 7 trains have derailed. What is this, man? Another derailed train. I don't want to go over there because, as you can see, it says no trespassing everywhere. Yeah, there is a lot of Masons around here. There's a lot. I was actually, in the good old days, back when I was really active here on this channel, and went live and things of that nature. What's up? I don't know, but you know how all these trains are derailing all over the country?
Yes,
This is one of the first ones, okay? And I'm live right now on YouTube.
Oh,
Phillip James.
bad.
Dude, this isn't even nothing either, yeah, but there's been 7 trains, or what, all these crazy fires and all these trains derailed?
I know.
A lot.
Crazy.
Phillip James on YouTube, man.
Okay, I follow you.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. Yep. Awesome bystanders, yeah. So anyways, guys, how many trains are we at? It's like, seriously, 4 or 5 trains that have derailed. Massive toxic fires. Dude, I'm not in East Palestine. That's not where this is. What's up, Sherry? What's up, Sherry? Sunshine. Bringing some sunshine to these negative times, I hope. Sorry I'm so nervous sounding. But yeah, as you can tell, the train was up there. At some point, this derailed. I came over here on a hunch. Some of my family, my parents actually told me, hey, there was a train that derailed in Delaware City. And I'm like, what? It's actually just outside of the limits of Delaware. But they told me a train derailed, and I'm like, no way. And I came over here thinking there's no chance it's gonna still be here. Look at that. It's still here. I just cannot believe all of these trains and all of these toxic fires that continue to happen. Once again, just like, you know, just like the food processing plants, just like everything else that continuously happens, and there seems to be no sense or end to it. And what's the reason? Well, obviously, we're being sabotaged, my friends. Another derailed train. And I want to make it clear that this was before East Palestine, I do believe, okay? And once again, this is Delaware County, Ohio, the same place I filmed the sinkholes, the same place I film all the military bases, guys. This is where this is. Thank you. I'm actually getting really discouraged nowadays, St. Joe, because I'm getting no likes, no views, and I spend a lot of time at work, and then even at work, I'm editing videos, trying to, even at work, I'm trying to edit videos just so I still have things to, you know, upload for you guys. And hopefully get some good footage out there, you know? This right here is insane to me, guys. I tell you all the time that Delaware City, Ohio is the testing grounds for Ohio. Worst case scenario. The US, you know, well, I guess that's actually reversed. This is a test area. Bottom effing line. Have you guys noticed every movie you watch, there's always an Ohio reference? You noticed all the crazy crap? All the references to Ohio being all the crazy crap to Ohio being like a nightmare state to visit. You know why? Because this stuff happens here first. And then the real bad ones happen here as well. The real bad ones, you know, like everybody knows, East Palestine. Now let me make it clear, for those of you who do not know and did not see the community post, that East Palestine catastrophe, East Palestine, Ohio, right before that had something come out called the My ID. It's a digital ID healthcare system little tag thing, right? And they're like, it's at the forefront for lung health, cardiovascular health. Isn't that convenient with everything going on? And so anyways, that comes out in East Palestine. And then there's that movie White Noise as well. Filmed in East Palestine. It is literally the exact same plot, the exact same premise. And boom, sure enough, right there, not even 30 minutes from where the movie is supposed to take place, the train derails and, you know, explodes. And you guys know the rest of that whole thing, right? Now listen right now, though. What is that noise? It could be that train. Thank you, VZ. I didn't even see you. Your comment. Thank you. For those of you that did not see that, VZ said she believes this happened at the beginning of the month. Living Purgatory, what's up? How you doing? Oh, St. Joe, Knights of Columbus, Knights of what's the other one? Anyways, there's a lot of weird groups here. Obviously Freemasons. I shouldn't say this because I'll probably get killed for it, because Delaware has a lot of them. But supposedly there's an old bank building, mud flood bank. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say mud flood, that exposition, that World's Columbian Exposition thing I uploaded, all that footage, the crazy technology, that's mud flood topic. But there's an old mud flood bank here, like that era, early 1900s, late 1800s. And it's like 3 stories, 4 if you count the stories below ground, at least. It's all connected downtown, and it's right there downtown. But the point is, on the very top floor, of this bank down here, and up in Delaware, in the city, there is what's called, some dude's name, I think his name's Brian, I don't know, but they call it, dang cars. But they call it Brian's rape room or something. And I've had 2 separate people that have worked at that facility tell me this is very true. Yes, it's always in movies. Always in movies. I'm trying to be safe. And it is creepy how they predictively program all of these things that take place with such accuracy. It's actually beyond disturbing, to be real. It scares me to death. Like I said, I'm nervous this could be even going live right now. I'm like shaking. I'm sure you guys can hear it in my voice. Dude, Matt, hey bro, what's up? I'm down here at Curve Road, bro. Come to Curve Road if you want to be part of this. I'm scared to death I'm gonna get like arrested or on here or something. I mean, I don't know. For those of you guys in the chat that do not know, Matt, I know him personally. Matthew Robinson, I know him personally. We've been friends for a good long time. And he lives in the area. That's why he's asking. I cannot believe the amount of devastation here. Like, this is... Thank God that thing wasn't... I mean, what was it carrying? Honestly. I mean, that right there, that circle top, obviously, right, would be right there at that circle. Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound like demeaning or anything. I'm like absolutely blown away. I'm not past the tape. This is just unbelievable. And I can't imagine. Oh, guys, I can get the RF reader, or maybe even the ppm tester that I have. It's a little water tester. It's just not very specific, so I don't use it very often. It just tells you. My sister gave it to me, so thank you, sister. But it just tells you about inorganic materials in water. But yes, for new people joining, this is Delaware, Ohio, and there is another train derailment that happened here closer to the beginning of February. Oh yeah, look at that. Under 24-hour video surveillance, no trespassing. Where's the video surveillance coming from? Eye in the sky, boys. Watch out. Get them, boys. I'm just kidding. Don't get me. This is just madness. I'm not technically trespassing, I wouldn't say. I'm just viewing the scenic view of toxic waste, more than likely. People driving by all slow and looking. What they should be doing is this, getting out filming and demanding answers. What the hell is happening? How does this continue to happen, my friends? How is this happening? If I see a cop, should I run? St. Joe worked on the railroad for a month and it was hell. I absolutely believe it. So I don't know if this train is the one that came off of. But what I do know is that this is absolutely unbelievable to me. I haven't been over here in years. I can't believe I didn't see this already or even hear anything about it. And that's the other thing. What is it with them keeping it quiet? Everything. Every single thing. It's not reported on. Not even mentioned barely. Half the time. Look at this guy. He's floating. Good one, dude. He's like, oh, dude, screw the train. It doesn't matter. That's exactly what he was thinking. If he was thinking. All right. If you guys are still here, please leave a like. I'd appreciate it. I need as many as I can get. It's been hard times here on the YouTube. They don't like my videos. I even took the hashtag out, like the F Google, F YouTube hashtag. I even took that out of my videos, hoping it would help, and I think it kind of did, because part 2 of the imposter video did a little better, I think. But how in the world is this possible with the trains just constant derailing? This is like 5 cars, dude. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 cars that I can see. I bet none of these people driving by even knew, because they're all stopping, turning around, and coming back. It's been like the same few cars. Absolutely, St. Joe. Absolutely. Crumbling. It's, the only thing I'd say differently is it's more of a controlled demo, which I'm sure you already know. I mean, you're subbed here. You're watching this. Sorry, I'm a little cold too. Not only am I nervous as could be, but I'm cold too. Sherry, I miss you. I hope you're doing all right. Not that I've met you. Michelle, I hope you're all right, Michelle. Thanks for being here. Thank you all for being here. I'm blown away by this. I mean, guys, I can't tell you how insane this is. I mean, Michelle can vouch for me right here. I say it all the time. Front row seat to the apocalypse is going to be states like here. Sorry. Front row seats to the apocalypse. It's going to be states like Ohio. It's going to be Colorado. It's going to be California. It's going to be probably Florida. They're going to have some craziness, because Florida's just on a whole nother level by themselves right now. Eyes wide open is right, man. I'm telling you. And I mean, then you got, you know, the Project Bluebeam type thing going on right now. You know, like what in the world's happening? How is it suddenly we're shooting UFOs down supposedly? Since when can we even fly with UFOs? Like, get real. We didn't shoot none of them. At least people are being cool here, unlike the protest. The protest, they're screaming at me. Like, pardon my French, like, fuck you, you suck! You know, like, or the Trump rally when I went there. I'd never even uploaded that footage, guys. So how about this? In the comments, the footage is a little weird. If you want it, I'll upload it, but I might cut it up because it was very long, and not only was it long footage, but I snuck in, and then I got caught sneaking in after Trump left, of course, because I ain't gonna do it when Secret Service is there. But I snuck in, and I walked on the podium path that Trump walked in on in that Trump rally here in Delaware City. I walked in on his little podium, like where the flag was and everything, and this lady was like, I'm not getting him out of here. You could hear her. She's like, no goes, not me. And this dude stopped me. He's like, delete all that footage. I acted like I did, but Florida is a honeypot. You're right. The so-called freedoms. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on down there, but it's so flat. There's going to be like a tsunami that literally wipes it out from one end to the other. Just make it barren. There's like an 11-mile straight line hill there that they're so proud of, because other than that, they're at Kansas. And when that tsunami, that Poseidon missile tsunami, the radioactive one that Russia has, when that happens, keep driving by, dude. What's wrong with these people? He ain't even looking at the train. But yeah, that Poseidon missile is going to end up wiping Florida off the map if they hit it over there. I hate saying that kind of thing, but once again, sorry I'm shaking. I'm pretty chilly. I know you guys can hear it. And the other side of this little underpass here is also private property, so I know more than likely I'm begging for issues if I go somewhere other than where I'm at right now. This is Delaware City, Ohio. Well, technically just outside of Delaware City. This is Delaware County, Ohio. And this is the place, my friend, this is the place where I say all the time, I have a front row seat to the apocalypse, because apparently everything happens here, right before the big version happens. This is crazy. This is just crazy. I mean, if you guys are unfamiliar with just how big trains are, like the amount of weight that is here, like that's crazy to me. Yeah, guys, share this. Leave likes. Share, please. Help me out. The more likes I get from a video that I normally don't get, like, you know what I mean? Like, so new viewers, if they leave likes, it then gets recommended actually more frequently. And if you guys could help me out with that, I'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, St. Joe. Yeah. Send it to everybody. I'll tell anyone who stops. If anybody stops again, I'll definitely let them know. Like, hey, watch the stream. I'll be here a minute. It sounded good. Dude revving his car in the tunnel. Maybe it was a chick. I don't know. It sounded good, though. I knew I should have brought my gloves. I knew it. This happened at the beginning of February, from what I'm being told. I'm sure there's I'm sure someone did an article somewhere, maybe a local Delaware County type paper did one. But if somebody ends up finding that, I can't find it right now while I'm live, but if somebody finds it, throw it in the comments for us. I'd appreciate it greatly. And like I was saying earlier, I cannot believe that this happened first, and now that, you know, now that we're at like 6 trains or whatever it is, and 2 factory fires, an egg chicken coop, and all that. Things are looking good. That's all I know. Things are looking bright. Like, and I can't get over the fact that East Palestine had that digital ID thing starting that my ID thing. That scares me to death, because if all these other places are doing these things, and I tell you guys that I'm a front row seat to the apocalypse all the time, that means I can only assume that this is about to be the same type of thing here, and I really don't want that, let me tell you. Hello. Nope, sure didn't. I'm actually live on YouTube. My name is Phillip James with 2 L's, and I try to share these things because they're lying to us about everything. The world's like ending, it feels like, and they're like, yo, watch the Super Bowl.
Phillip James.
Phillip James with 2 L's. Hey, you guys have a good one. Well, as you guys heard it, another local Delaware, Ohio person that had no clue this happened. The second car that actually just drove by had no clue this happened. Thankfully, I have an awesome family that lets me know about things like this. So I get to see this stuff. And, you know, I don't want to mention just them, but I also want to say it seems like a lot of the times you guys have seen the footage, especially like people like Michelle who have been here since day one. You guys have seen the footage. I happen to be exactly where I need to be to film some of the things I filmed at exactly the right time. It's kind of crazy, actually. Yeah, none of these people know about it. This is blowing my mind. I'm about to start filming the faces of people. They cannot even believe this either. That's the insane thing. These people are blown away. St. Joe, I already said I was going to make a press pass and actually go to East Palestine and try to film, because I think I can get my hands on a few things. Email me if you feel like it. St. Joe, my email. If I can I think there's a way I can get it in here. I don't know if I can comment. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Are you kidding me? Well, no, I can't. But the point I'm making is, email me. Oh, St. Joe, say no to digital ID in Columbus, huh? Now they're filming too. This is so awesome. This is so awesome. Getting support like everywhere. People need to know about these things. This is unbelievable at this point. The things taking place are nuts. I know if I start climbing somewhere though, guys, I know it. You guys know me. I've vaguely told some of you my history, and anybody who's been subbed here kind of heard it possibly. But I know if I walk anywhere in here, I'm getting arrested. Cops are going to get here. I don't think there is 24-hour surveillance though. I think that's a bluff. I'm half tempted to try and call them on said bluff, or alleged bluff, I guess I should say, because I technically don't know if it's a bluff or not. I guess there is a way to find out if they're bluffing. Okay, now suddenly I'm not feeling so nervous now that I've talked to people and things. I'm feeling a little bit better. Still a little chilly, but I'm feeling better now, guys. I'm feeling a little bit more Phil James-ish. Or a little bit more Gillip Fames-ish. Hopefully I can get back in the swing of things, guys. I'm sorry I left you hanging for so long. Something you guys should know, I'll never ever monetize this channel, just so you know. I will not monetize this channel. I'll do things like I'm doing with TacPack, and that brings that, just because that came up naturally, wasn't purposefully, but I'll never monetize. There's no reason I should make money off showing you guys truth. No reason I'll ever make money off showing you guys truth. It is deserved to know, and it goes against everything I stand for. But what I would do is I will showcase or talk up a product that I personally use. So please don't be offended when I do things like that. What's up? What does that say? The return, Yeshua? Yeah, what's up? And then, yes, he does need to wear his gas mask. His gas mask, Michelle, you're right. He does. I do have an old school one. I need a newer one. I was thinking, I don't even want to say it, guys. I really don't, because like I said, I would never, ever, ever monetize my channel, and I will not make money off showing truth. I'm not going to do it. That they, as in, you know, the enemy, the spiritual warfare enemy, skin suit wearing psychos that we seem to be at war with right now, whatever you want to call them, they could offer me any sort of contract gig, like, you know, millions. I'm that guy that can turn that down. Let me tell you, I've lived the struggle. I've done it. I can continue to do it. It ain't gonna change me any. So yes, if there's anybody that will be the guy that turned down something like that, like, hey, shut your mouth and you got 20 mil or something, I'm that guy. I'll turn it down. I'll die for my beliefs, y'all. I got you. I promise you this. I promise you this. I will not, pardon my French, bitch out on y'all. And like I said, I got the front row seat. And here's the effing proof, dude. Here's the effing proof, man. I can't get over the fact that this happened here. I mean, this is insane. I am in Delaware County, Ohio, for those of you who have not heard, because we have got received a few more people in here. This is some train debris, yes, in Delaware County. So this happened at the beginning of February, or closer to the beginning of February. Look at that. That's one of the tankers. That would have been one of the controlled tanker type style train cars right there that they burn off in East Palestine, that black one. That's just a normal cargo. So are the other two yellow ones up there. Normalish cargo style. I feel like I hear a helicopter. I really hope I didn't get the cops called. That would not be cool. Let me tell you. I'm absolutely blown away by this. Like, I seriously cannot get over this, guys. This is blowing my mind. I'll tell you this. It's much scarier when it's happening to your area, you know? You can hear as much shit as you want on the news. You can hear all the craziness you want on the news. But when it starts happening, like here, right here in your area, it starts to change the game a little bit. Yeah, did he? I haven't followed RFB in quite a long time. I did talk to him there for a minute. He shouted me out, and I was very grateful for that. But then he kind of got weird with me, I felt like. And maybe I caused it. I don't know. I stick to myself. You know, I've been in jail, same thing. I stick to myself, you know. I do my thing. I stick to myself. I try not to shit talk anyone or cause any sort of controversy or like with people or drama or beef or anything. But I'm telling you, man, weird things are afloat, and I don't know who to trust anymore. And yeah, I really have considered trying to make a trip over there close to East Palestine, but I know for a fact if I go over there, I'm going to jail, because I'm gonna get some actual data somehow. I want to get some actual good footage if I do it. I need a press pass, like a fake one. For anyone watching this in an authority position, I was kidding. For those of you who are not authorities, I wasn't kidding. Man, at least I guess there's so much trash around here. If a cop does start rolling up, I can just like throw my phone in my pocket and start picking up trash. Like, no, I'm just cleaning up. Since you guys did such a, shit job, I'd love to come here and recycle some of this. I can tell you that. Oh gosh, blacked out vans, I don't trust that. Yeah, train derailed. That makes crazy events all over the place. And it happened here first, people. They had no idea. No idea. None of these people have any idea this is happening. I'm sorry for the shakiness. Like I said, I am freezing now at this point. And I still have to walk back to my truck. But I'm not complaining or bitching, I can tell you that. Because I'm just happy I can get this on film. I think we should make this go viral. I think it's time people see some real people. Because, the attention span of people has failed like exponentially. Like, people can't pay attention to anything anymore. I swear I'm one of the only people that watches a video from start to finish on YouTube every time I watch a video. I mean, it's very rare I don't finish one. And Oh yeah, exactly, Sherry. Only good vibes. I would never wish anything bad. I have nothing bad to say. Just it's kind of weird, you know, some things that are going on. I got more things I can focus on right now here at the end of the world, like the good book and videos that pertain to it. But you guys know as well as I do, you got to know who your enemy is. You got to know what you're facing. And this right here, guys, is what we're facing. This is wild. I cannot believe this. And just so everyone knows it's me, it is indeed Phil James. It is indeed me. I am here, Delaware City. So yeah, this is crazy. Train devastation in the background. Like I never thought this right here would happen in my area. In like toxic water and craziness. Like this is nuts, man. But this is for anybody who thought I wasn't real or I'm not real. I'm definitely that guy. But yeah, let's get back to it. This is just insane. Well, thanks, Sherry. I'm actually clean for once. I work 14 days straight nowadays, every now and again, so I have limited time to do anything. When the videos you guys have been seeing, I wake up before work and I actually get my stuff, my research, you know, my footage. I do all that stuff before work. Like, let's say I work at 10, because normally my shifts are 10 to 7 or, you know, 9 to 6. I'll wake up now at, you know, 5:45 or 6, and I spend that first couple hours literally doing a video, editing, you know, whatever it is. And then I'll go to work, do that. And every now and again I can get it uploaded that day at work, but it's rare. So it's been taking a toll. I can't believe the cops aren't here yet. So yeah, right there, that little sign, I think that's a bluff. Just saying. They just don't want any of us messing with it. I wonder what was in there though. I mean, I'm really curious as to what. Here, I'm getting closer. That tape's down. We've passed the point of no return. Man, that thing was deep in there. And yeah, this is real. You guys just seen it. Oh, dude, that is so heavy duty. The fact that this looks like it was ragdolled and like that right there is twisted and discombobulated and looks as crazy as it does. The hydraulic lines, which are just snapped, and it's missing bushings, and all these trees are just wiped out. Blows my mind. Look at that, dude. That is insane. Oh, thank God that's not a cop. Actually, I might know him. I just might. Actually, I'll probably know a lot of the people that drive through here. Hopefully Matt comes. That'd be cool. Top of that car's bent. Thankfully, I'm not trespassing. I'm just looking. There's a difference. There is indeed a difference. I'm just trying to show some of the finer details here. I don't know if you guys can hear the high-pitched squeak going on. It's kind of strange. It's like this high-pitched squeal noise, and it's like it's coming from the train over there, up there, I think. But it's kind of irritating. And actually, it sounds like another train is coming. And if there's another train coming, and that's right there, that'd be a little crazy, because I'd hate to be standing here if another one smashed into one and derailed. That's insane, man. How you doing?
How's it going?
Pretty good. You hear about this one?
No, I did. Not till now.
Yeah. Well, I'm live right now, just to warn you. My name's Phillip James. I like to expose and show these things because people don't get it. This is like, you know, they made a movie about East Palestine, basically, but
Really?
6 months before it happened.
Oh my God.
Okay, it's called White Noise. It's on Netflix. You can see it now.
All right.
Yep, it's filmed in East Palestine. Takes place in East Palestine. Same plot, same everything. Okay, 5, 6 months, however many months it was before. This happened here at the beginning of the month. We've had one in South Carolina derail. We've had a plant catch on fire in Michigan. I think there was a derailed train over there somewhere. And where's the other ones, guys? Can you guys tell me all of them? Matt's on his way. That's what's up. But there's been, people are saying like, I don't know, it was like 5 trains almost now. Plus a massive chicken coop. Eggs are already failing to be laid because the feed has been tampered with. Like chickens, eggs. I mean, I know it's winter, so it's gonna slow down, but like suddenly all these people that have chickens are like, my chickens aren't laying eggs. And then they change their feed and suddenly their chickens are laying eggs again. Texas had a derailed train as well. And this is all within like the past month or 2. So wait, where's the, I hope there's 2 tracks up there or we're about to die, brother. Crazy. This one looks like it would be a little bit more interesting if it derailed. It's probably a Norfolk line train. I wish I had one of them train monitors. I'd listen in and let you guys know what they're saying because you can hear if they start talking defects and whatnot. I actually have some video clips of what it sounds like when there's a defect. And you hear their little monitors going crazy. They're like, defect ahead. Yeah, so I don't know. Pretty crazy. I'm gonna let this guy get some footage because he's obviously unaware of it as well. Maybe he'll share it. Like I said, guys, keep sharing. The more non-subscribers I get that like this video, the better it does. The more shares I get, the better it does. Ooh, those pieces look good. Look at that. Props to whoever did those. It'd be some shit if they seen that, wouldn't it? And look how close that is up there. I mean, I guess it's not that close. Is it low protein? That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, so that's livestock. Look at the holes. That's a good piece. Crazy. I'm absolutely blown away, my friends. I mean it, blown away. Got a, oh, okay, this might be Matt. Mr. Matthew, I think. I was gonna say, I don't want to get killed by some random that shows up to shut the stream down, right? Figured I should get his head filmed. I don't know these people. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, very weird. Very, very weird that all these things are suddenly happening. Yep, train derailed. You guys didn't know either, huh? Okay, didn't think so. This is insane, my friends. Absolutely insane. I figured I'd stay on here for a good minute, just let it, you know, whoever jump in and see it. Because that's just overall wild. Hello. Oh, I'm not too bad. How you guys doing?
Good. Did they ever figure out why?
Dude, that's the thing. I'm live on YouTube, but that's the thing. You know, they used to investigate things like this, but they're not even doing it. You know how many trains have derailed? There's been one in Texas. There's been
One
a
in
plant
by Pennsylvania, Ohio.
Yep,
Yeah,
the
and
East
we
Palestine,
live right
terrible one.
beside one.
Yeah, we live.
This one.
This track runs right by our trailer.
Did you guys hear this?
No.
No.
We didn't even. Somebody went by and took a picture and said it was on 36 because we live off 36, but it's here curve.
Yeah.
But I was just like,
Absolutely wild.
that
And
is
it's kept
so
quiet.
crazy.
How are you guys doing? You know, what's up? They're blown away. Nobody even knows about this.
How many cars are actually here? 1, 2,
There's
3,
5 down.
5?
This is our track.
Yeah.
Yeah, this runs right by our house.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
Look at how this is all decaying.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they are going to add a track by our house. They took the first 3 houses. They're supposed to go out.
No, you're all right.
They're supposed to go out and loop back. Dude, that the vibrations. I asked her, Amy, come back over here. I asked her about I said, do you think the vibrations getting a little bit more intense?
Yeah.
She said definitely, because it shakes
Yeah.
our bed.
No
when
kidding.
They go by.
They tore down all the trees because they're adding to the track.
Yeah, they
See,
cut all the trees down.
Something's up, man. And there's been all these trains derail. You know, this is all in Delaware County for chat. That's you guys. This is Delaware County, Ohio. We're about 140 miles away from East Palestine. This one happened, from what I understand, closer to the beginning of February. So I mean, I don't know the exact date this happened, but like you guys are hearing from everybody who drives by or everybody who talks to me, nobody knew about this. The only reason I knew about this is because my family seen it personally and let me know, because they knew I'd come film it. You know, guys, things are really, really heating up, and
That's intense.
they ain't telling us anything. God only knows what this just leaked into all the aquifers below Delaware.
All right.
If you get hit, it won't.
Yeah, this is just madness. Nobody even here knows.
I can't even believe this.
I know, that's what I'm saying. This is
This makes me
madness.
think, I mean,
Well, just to really blow your mind, so you guys are aware, do you have Netflix?
yeah.
When you go home tonight, watch a movie called White Noise.
Okay.
It literally is about a toxic train spill in East Palestine, Ohio. The whole
Isn't that
movie.
The one that was up by.
Yeah, that's exactly what just happened.
They got evacuated 500 people because they were afraid of
Well,
a
the movie
catastrophic explosion.
The movie came out 6 months or 7 months before this happened, and it takes place in East Palestine.
Oh my God.
How does that happen, dude? How does that happen?
Dude, how did the Simpsons predict the towers? Come on.
Check out the Illuminati card game. It was made in 1982. It has a card in there. It says terrorist nuke, and it shows the trade centers being blown up. Yep, has a Pentagon card, has a Vegas card for the shooting.
Really?
Yep, and there's a Jack and an Ace on it. Jason Aldean was on stage when it happened. Dude,
Oh my
the amount
God.
of predictions that I can tell you about.
Crazy insane.
Yeah, man, my chat's
Dude, what's your
badass.
page?
My YouTube channel is just Phillip James, 2 L's.
James.
PHILLIP space James.
I'm gonna go on there and check it out.
Sup,
'cause
dude?
You got some interesting facts. That's crazy.
I have 550 videos,
I
dude.
asked her. We won't survive if it comes off a trail. If it comes off a rail, we
Right.
won't survive. We're talking about moving our bedroom from
Yeah.
the back of the trailer next to the tracks to the front of the trailer next to the street. Watch. That's a cool bike.
No inspections on trains. They just changed it. And then what was that other thing? Oh yeah, they said the news was coming out. East Palestine, the place to be. They're passing this thing called My ID to everybody for free, and it's this thing that can monitor your heart health and your lung health and everything.
Oh yeah.
And it was free, right? It's all digital type thing, and it sounds real great. Well, just so convenient, lung health, and then this happens.
Yeah.
Like I was telling him, there's
Phillip James. Okay. That's his page.
uh,
Write that down. Or text it. Put it on. Or text it to my phone. Yeah. No, that's his YouTube.
on YouTube.
Page.
Oh, okay.
Yep, YouTube, and
Because he's got some. The Illuminati. Tell her that. Tell
There's
her what
a-
you told me.
there's a card game. It's
PHI.
LLIP
James.
space James. Yep. And there's a card game. It's called the Illuminati card game, and it's from 1982, the original one. And it's older than I am. I'm 34. It has something called Terrorist Nuke. It's like a Pokemon card game, okay?
Okay.
So it has a picture and it says whatever it's named. It says Terrorist Nuke, and it has the trade centers getting hit. Yep, that's me. Just hit subscribe and you'll get my stuff.
Sweet.
You're good.
I was
Yeah.
live.
Just like that. There you guys go.
We gotta be quiet. Sorry, man.
No, you're all good, man. All
This is
good.
crazy 'cause,
This
man,
is crazy.
Tell her again. Tell her some more. Where you
There's a lot, man. I mean, the
You
amount of
said
cards.
Jason Aldean, the Vegas shooter, Jason Aldean was on stage, and what did it say?
The card has a JA on it, and Jason Aldean has the exact same tattoo. It's a Jack and an Ace.
Yeah.
His initials, JA,
And
Jack
he was on
Ace.
stage when the Vegas shooter was.
Like, the amount of cards there are for this. Good old Matt. What's up,
man?
bud?
What's up, man?
What's
This
up?
is crazy.
Say what's up to the
Hey,
YouTube.
what's going on, guys?
That's Matt. He's my dude. He goes way back.
This is insane.
This
dude.
is insane. Did you hear about this in the news?
No, and I tried to Google it on before I came here. I couldn't find anything.
Was
It
it-
was
You
all
guys
on
just
the-
hear that?
Not in the
Nothing.
it was all
Not in the
East
news.
Palestine.
We seen it because you've seen the next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
Somebody-
we seen it. Somebody
But
asked.
she put
said
on there
something
that it
about
was on 36. That's 36 is every day.
Yeah,
So, but the cracks. I mean, look how big of that slab that just fell.
dude. Yeah, this is all wild,
So
dude.
they're gonna what they want to do is they want to shut those two tracks down and put a new track up over off of 36.
Actually,
that's where we live.
That's
But if
a
they come off of there like this, dude, we die.
that's genius, dude. If they they want that big phase out thing, that 23 connect through all the farmland.
Oh yeah.
That's a big thing going on here in Delaware, guys. They're trying to cut through prime farmland for a 2342 connection or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
And well, I guess if you wreck enough trains and destroy enough, right? You don't really need to kick people out or eminent domain them.
If this derailed by us, it would take a whole trailer park out.
yeah. It would take.
There's
We're-
only like 30
we're
trailers,
at the end of the
one
park.
road
If you guys go over on 36,
by the bowling
right
alley.
before.
Oh,
right
okay.
next door to the bowling
Yeah,
alley,
the
before
Sunbury Road
viaduct,
one.
Turn in there, drive all the way to the back, and there's a circle because the railroad came in.
Thank you, Dusty.
with,
Dusty Blue
so-
in the house.
And cleared all the wood. Okay, so now it feels like the tracks are even closer to us. The trees hit it,
We're
right?
on the side.
But
We're
we
like,
are.
Much love
The vibration and
to all of you. Thank you guys for showing up.
It's. I believe it, man. When is this?
Dusty
gonna
Blue,
happen?
this is Delaware City, Ohio.
I stopped doing it for a year, for about 2 years. I sprayed herbicide.
This is
Oh, really?
like I said, this is Delaware, Ohio. I tell everybody who subs all the time, same thing. Front row seats to the apocalypse. We're gonna see it all here, guys. It seems to always happen here first. Never fails. I've had all these sinkholes suddenly appear here. Like, things are weird, man. Things are weird here. I can't even imagine what caused this. And like that guy said, what caused it? What caused it? I know you can derail a train with a massive rock and stuff, but think about it. They have that brush guard thing on the front to push that stuff off the rail. You know what I mean?
The levels drops again. Sure. That's not gonna stop it. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Hey, Phil, I'm picking up food, man. I gotta go, though.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, good. Hey, I appreciate you swinging out, buddy. You have a good one. Nice to meet you guys. What's your guys' names? Dave and Amy. I'm Phil. Nice to meet you. Yep. Hey, leave a comment. Tell me it's you guys. Yeah, guys, this is nuts. I'm happy I was able to show this many people that this is happening and they didn't even know it, because just wild, man. Just wild. Everybody suddenly slows down like, wait, what? Like, what is that? I guess if it gets dark enough, I could sneak in here, right? Would the camera see me? Ask in chat. Let me know, y'all. Let me know. Would the camera see me? I guess if they're thermals, they would, wouldn't they? I want a thermal scope for my AR. How about that? Talk about badass. She got the right idea. Climb up there and looking down. That's a great idea, actually. That's a great idea, Amy. I'm doing that.
I think we're gonna walk up there real quick.
We might get arrested, but I think we're going. I'm doing it too.
On this side, it'd be okay, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna do it right here. Yep. Guys, if I go to jail tonight, someone watching better bail me out, because I can tell you, I work a lot, but I'm paid so low, you wouldn't even believe it. meter. Here we go. Sweet Leilani, what's up? How you doing, girl? This is Delaware County, Ohio. Dusty Blue, I don't know who that is. My email is all lowercase. Get ready to type this out and screenshot it in the chat so you can see it. PHILMJEJAMES77 at gmail.com. It probably won't let you post it in the chat because I don't have any moderators or anything, but at least you'll have it and you can email me that info you're talking. Sorry guys, I'm breathing like crazy now. Holy crap. Quite the hill climb there. It doesn't look like it through a phone camera, but it is. I figured this would look a little better. You're absolutely right, M. Mercer. I bet they do. And you know what? That's something I actually got a map of. I don't think I have it anymore, but I screenshotted a railroad map of the U.S. Because guys, when that time comes, we're going to need to be using power line cutouts and train rails as like navigation. Because you ain't going to want to be on the road in the midst of the apocalypse when they're beheading Christians. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Leilani, I'm about 140 miles away from East Palestine, and this one happened before East Palestine. This one happened closer to the beginning of February. Man, that guy's all the way up over there. Crazy bastard. Screw it, he's doing it. I'm about to do it. I'm right here in the open now. Like I said, I'm a little nervous. I don't want to go to jail tonight, really. I mean, would it be worth it to get good truth? Yes. But, yeah, it is too close. I agree. Oh, shit. Run quick. I'm being tactical right now. Tarp. Holy shit. Oh, ow, that hurt my back. They said no trespassing down there. Not over here. On the train tracks. Look at all the train shit, guys. Look at all this. Please share. Please leave a like. You guys know I can use it. This is kind of crazy. Like I said, good chance I could definitely get detained tonight. I really don't want that to happen. I'm not trying to sound dramatic either, but I'm sure this is illegal. And I can tell you, because I'm a recycler, there is no limit to what a judge can give you if you try to steal train stuff or you mess with it. No limit in the punishment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you like that, Dusty Blue? Just leave it. No big deal. No big deal, right? It kind of reminds me of the moon landing when they just start throwing shit everywhere. Yeah. It's supposed to be the top of the line human there, and they're just like, fuck it, chuck it. Yeet. Throw that bitch.
I'm going down the other side. This side was a little soft.
Oh, yeah? Well, hey, man, it was good to meet you, dude. Yes, you know it, sir. Great idea again. Thank Amy for the idea. You have a good night. This is crazy. Look, this looks like fire, guys. Here, hold on. Flash. Look at this. Some of this stuff. Yeah, dude, look at that. It literally looks like it was on fire. Is that the rail, dude? Guys, what the it's melted. What is that? Guys, that's literally something. Either they smashed the e-brake. Look, ash, you can see it. What's this? What's that little cone? Anybody that worked for the train? Who was it? Dusty Blue or M. Mercer? Who said it? What is that? Almost looks like a bullet casing that gets wider, tapered. But this is clearly ashed. Like, look at that. Brittle. What is it, dude? What caused it? I'm no arson investigator, but I can tell you this ain't of, you know, what I was talking about earlier, the Illuminati card game and all. There is a card called the Sabotage card. And just by looking at this and guessing, I'd guess this had something to do with sabotage. I mean, dude, look, it's on, dude, it was on fire. 100%. Look how black this bolt is. On fire. Slag, dude. You know where slag comes from, guys? Metal foundries, where they melt steel and iron ore and turn it into, you know, I-beams or railroad tracks. Slag is a byproduct of which, okay, I'm a big stone guy, big gym guy. I was, at least, not now especially, but it looks like slag everywhere. Look at that, dude. I really don't want to get arrested. I really don't want to get arrested. I really don't want to fall down here and die either, but I mean, that'd probably be a better option than dealing with some cops. Holy crap, dude. Look at all the shit just sticking out everywhere, man. Ties, cable, hydraulic lines, copper. Like I said, there's supposed to be defect sensors all over train tracks. Look, literally slag. Literally slag. Look at that. What the hell caused that? You talk about exposing some truth somewhere, hopefully. Dude, look, slag. What the hell is that? This is documented now. Slag, bolts, cut, just severed. Like, dude, what is that, friends? Oh, what is that stone? That's kind of cool looking. Sorry, stay on top of it, Phil. Coil springs. Dude, guys, this ain't normal. This ain't normal at all. And you know, yes, this happened a minute ago, so you know they threw like this crap in a pile and was like, whatever, be done with it, right? Problem is though, there's piles of it, so you know they put it there. But my thing is, what was it? That's my thing. What was that? I gotta turn my flash off before I go back down. Shit. I'm trying to stay all sneaky. Like, look at the top corner of that train car right there. Just ripped off, dude. This is effing crazy. Look at, they already fixed it. So these, those are the old ties right there. The old track. Shoot. Coils, springs. This is crazy. Look at the size of these axles. Look at that, dude. So insane. The fact that this is derailed and it's that big, has this much mass, that heavy duty, there's melted steel and shit everywhere. I mean, dude, look at that. This is Delaware City, Ohio, my friend. Oh, it's Tim. Yeah, you know that. Duh. This is Curve Road, sir. The train overpass. Everybody who's here that hasn't liked it, please leave a like, because this is a little intense being over here. Come on, phone, focus, dang it. There we go. I gotta turn the flash off. All right, it's gonna be dark, but I gotta get back to my truck, guys, without getting popped. Hey, what's up, a land far away? How you doing? This could be a direct energy type thing. You're right. You're absolutely right, Leilani. You're absolutely right. This literally reminds me of the moon landing. Not that I believe in it, but you know what I'm saying? Like the footage they give you, like where they're just like up there, I'm gonna get a sip of cold water, and they like chuck the bottle or whatever the hell it was, like they're just chucking shit everywhere, like no big deal. Well, we ain't coming back, no big deal. Nobody lives here. Why do we care? Not in my backyard. Well, it's probably in their backyard, right over there where that white is. They might mind. Pricks, dude. Absolutely no concern for human life. None. Doesn't matter who it is. Another human. And something I should mention, slag does get produced all over railroads. It seems like I said, I was pretty familiar with railroads. I messed with them. I used to walk them all the time. Slag seems to be pretty common, but big squares of slag like these things, big crazy amounts of ashy looking destroyed steel, that's not normal, okay? I've never seen anything like this on a railroad before in my entire life. Never in my life. A land far away, this is Delaware County, Ohio. Place called Curve Road. It's the Curve Road overpass. Nobody in Delaware knew about this though. Like, the only reason anybody even knew is they seen it firsthand. Like, the only reason I'm even here right now is I was told that, hey, there's a train derailed. And I'm like, oh, no kidding? That makes like 7 in 72 hours or something. And I was told by some family, and I came straight here, and I'm like, oh, wow, they weren't kidding. A train is straight up derailed, and there was 5 cars just kind of chilling. So, yeah. A little bit mind blown by this. A little bit mind blown. Great footage from up top. So Amy, who just subscribed and whom I just met, thanks for the great idea. I'm not a natural born photographer. I just ain't got it in me. I guess I'm not that cool. And I'm looking down here and there's ruts, deep ruts and trenches and water. Not all of that is from the train, obviously. I'm guessing they brought some equipment in here, caused some ruts. She's still watching. She says you are welcome. Yeah, thanks, Amy. That's awesome. That's so awesome. That is like the most legit, real human thing I've seen in a long time here in Delaware. So thank you. Ain't nobody real anymore. Sad. And then Matt came. That's another one. That's a very real type action, or a very real type thing. You know, doing it, saying it, and then doing it. Just, that's something that people don't do anymore. They'll say it all day long. Will they do it? No, they won't. There's a car down here waiting, and I don't like that. Oh, okay. Just like some Nissan Quest or some shit. No, but people will talk it all day. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'll do it. But when it comes time, they won't. Okay, so the fact that people like Matt and, you know, Amy subbing and Amy and Dave subbing and watching and saying they, you know, they would and doing it, that's just legit, man. Gives me faith in humanity, because I don't have much left. Let every man be a liar. Y'all know the rest. I know at least one of you does. Yeah, but there you have it, guys. I've now been streaming for an hour. I don't know, like I said earlier in this stream, there is a yeah, no kidding, Dusty Blue, Ohio. Like I always say, front row to the apocalypse. We are literally in the midst of it. We get it all, man. We get it all. You know, like that footage I uploaded not that long ago. It shows the fire just blowing across the sidewalk and across the street. And it's like, are the gates of hell opening in Ohio? Well, I can't tell you what's going on, but it doesn't look too savory. Just saying. Mary Smith and Truth, what's up? I'm glad to hear from you. How you doing? Yeah, this is make sure you watch the stream if you didn't see it. There was a derailed train here in Delaware before East Palestine, and nobody around here was really told of it. Nobody. And nobody really knew of it. Oh man, I should have known. Leilani coming with the verbatim Bible scripture. Let God's word be true and every man a liar. I absolutely agree. Amen. See, nobody even knew about this, guys. Look, I mean, for those of you who have seen the majority of this stream, how many cars and people have stopped and talked to me? I mean, seriously. We're talking quite a few people at this point, you know, and I'm just, Tim, you heard about it? Okay. But was it in the news? That's the thing we're trying to figure out. Was it in the news? Because nobody, I didn't see anything about it in the news. It's obviously it's being trumped by East Palestine, which with good reason, obviously. I'm not, you know what I mean? Okay, not in the news. Okay, so there it is, y'all. News completely silent. News was that was weird. Those windows were black as night, and they just rolled up and like stopped right in front of me and tripped me out a little bit. Leave a like if you haven't, please. Share this video if you would. Yeah, Mary Smith and Truth. The thing I kept saying about this is I've always told people, Delaware, Ohio, we're a test ground. We are the test run, the pilot program for whatever crazy apocalyptic type stuff they're going to try. And I always say as well that I'll have a front row seat to the apocalypse, right? And this happened right before East Palestine. I know that's blurry. I'm sorry. Here, let me turn my flash on. Try to get this not blurry. There we go. But no, I always say front row seats to the apocalypse. You know, we're going to see it all here. And, you know, anybody who's been subbed has heard me say that multiple times. And this right here, definitely what this is, you know, some sort of sabotage, some sort of test, some sort of weirdness. Nobody knows why this happened. Nobody knows what caused it. Nobody is investigating, from what I understand, because if they were, I've been here an hour and the cops probably should have shown up, because I, as you guys seen, was just all up in there and up on the train tracks, which is illegal in itself here in OH. So yeah, a little bit weird. Makes me wonder what's going on. I mean, some of us already know the answer. This is a clear attack on us. Clear attack. Clear attack. What do you do in a war? Take out supply chains, supply lines, food, any sort of infrastructure that's used daily and absolutely required as a necessity for life. You know, you take it out, you destroy that. Makes it kind of hard to fight a war, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what seems to be happening here in America. And the general population, the common peasant, has not a clue of what's taking place. You know, they can't focus for long enough on a video. That's why they stick to TikTok now. Freaking out about a spy balloon over the US when they got TikTok, which is probably malware on their damn phone by choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a long time since a Phil James rant came out. I'm sorry, guys. I might drop it. Let me go ahead and talk about the UFOs. The UFOs. Okay. Or like the government likes to call them now, the UAPs. These things, if these were actual alien craft, you know damn well as I do, we would not, absolutely not be able to shoot them down if we wanted to. We have seen what they are capable of doing. We have seen what they have done. We have seen 7 of them at one time fly over the White House absolutely unmolested by any sort of fighter jet, because we couldn't touch them. We couldn't do anything to them. We could not stop it. The battle over LA, you know, the one that the movie was made out of, where we fired 5,000 something anti-aircraft shells at this thing, and it didn't phase it. And 5 people ended up dying from shrapnel that fell from the sky. You know what I mean? So that brings it back to the Chinese spy balloon. Ain't nobody, you know, in the government giving a shit about collateral damage or pieces of that balloon falling onto the public. I think it was something else entirely. I do not think it was intended to be seen. I think it dropped a little too low. And it has a strange resemblance to something. If you take another look at it without the big white balloon on top, it reminds me of something else. And I think it got a little too low. And they're like, oh shit, that shouldn't happen. Just my opinion. Sorry, Michelle, I didn't see that. What? Oh, love it. The rants. Preach it, son. I'm trying. But you know, that's what I'm saying. There's so many things going on. Like if these were real UFOs, okay? If these were actual UFOs, there is not a chance in the whole world that we shot them down. There is no chance. Absolutely not a chance. And I say that not dissing the military, but we've seen what these crafts are able to do. We've seen, you know, the Dome of Rock footage. We've seen all these things, right? And every single time it's something that's like incomprehensible to humans. I can tell you guys right now that I have had at least 3 or 4 sightings in my life that I'll call sightings, and all of them, you can't explain why, but when it's happening, it gives you this sense of dread, this chill down your spine. Like, there's only been a few times in my whole life where I get this chill inside my body. Like, it scares the living shit out of me. Okay, and those sightings, those were all times very similar to that. You know, so I'm telling you guys, you just know when you're seeing something, and you know for a fact we didn't shoot any of them down. And the fact that, you know, we're flying all these fighter jets, I went and got flight radar again just to watch, just to see. I found a balloon, actually, come to think of it. I found a big old balloon. I thought it was going to be a Google loon, one of those Wi-Fi balloons, right? It wasn't. It had NA information and landing or starting and ending information, had NA call sign, NA private owner. That was all on flight radar the other day. And I was like, okay, so whose balloon is that? Why is it just floating over the ocean? And where in the middle of nowhere by itself? That was the only one I seen. But it's still like, where did that come from? So what's old Joe say about all this? Basically not much to the people behind. Yeah, no kidding, right? Joe, he's something else. That skin suit wearing demon. Like, dude, he's something. You guys have seen the clips I've uploaded. I have, what? I think it's seriously 20 different clips of his nose coming off, ear tabs, the neckline. And they're like, no, it's a shadow. But then you see the shadow, and then there's like a neckline there too. So it's like, okay, that's clearly not a shadow. Yeah, skin suit wearing psycho, man. Mask, just like the card game, man. Just like the card game. Unbelievable to me that this can happen with such accuracy. And because I haven't made the video that I wanted to make, it's time. With the UFO thing, something you guys should know as well. During, Nostradamus, I've always been a big fan of Nostradamus, okay? And with Nostradamus, he's got about an 80% accuracy rating with his quatrains or his predictions. In his last book, Lost Prophecies, okay? Last book, there's like 4,000 prophecies in that book alone. Anyways, the point I'm making, he talks about a zombie virus. Sounds a lot like a zombie virus. He talks about all kinds of things. But one of the things that he does talk about, other than the spark in the sky running, which is, a comet, wormwood, asteroid, whatever, Planet X, whatever you want to call it, it's something, because he talks about it. And there's also a quatrain where he says that World War III is actually initiated or started by alien visitors. I mean, he does not use the word alien visitors, or those words. There's a little mouse running right here beside me. What the heck? I was like, what the hell is that noise? It's a mouse running through the field. But no, it says World War III would be initiated or started due to alien visitors appearing in the night sky or coming down and talking, whatever it is. And they're like, and then, all the articles that talk about it, they say all this stuff like, how would they even understand each other? Well, actually, if you go a little further in his quatrains, it says that World War III is initiated by an alien species comes down, they become known, World War III starts, there'll be no need for translation because there's a universal translator to communicate between them. This is like what's been deciphered from the Nostradamus quatrains. And from what it sounds like with Chat GPT, these crazy new chat algorithms or AI, it sounds like that's probably going to be that translation device, honest to God. But I can just tell you, there's no way we're shooting down actual UFOs. No way. No chance. There is not a chance. And It just feels like we're kind of chilling, sitting here waiting for Project Bluebeam to take place, doesn't it? It's a little weird. We're like, yep, waiting to see these things up here in the sky because it's probably coming any day now. Yeah. Rad. This shit got crazy quick. This might be the last time. I mean, I ever get to even go live, dude. You never know. I mean, this is the way this is sped up now. The way things are going now. It's so unbelievable. I never thought in the 34 years I've been alive that I would see anything even remotely close to the speed in which all these things are colliding and converging at. Like, this is insane, guys. This is absolutely insane. And, you know, I always get all self-conscious, and I quit going live. I quit doing rants. I quit doing things like this because I get all self-conscious about my content, and I feel like it's shit compared to a lot of other creators. You know, whatever. That's not even the thing. But what I will say is, it's really hard to stay motivated and shit when YouTube rips all your shit down. But man, I don't know. Everything's going so crazy now, and I just don't even. I'm trying really hard, guys. I really am. I'm just gonna say though, it seems like Nostradamus quatrains tend to be accurate a lot of the times, and if that's the case, we could have some visitors coming down pretty soon. And if that's the case, this could get real gnarly really, really quickly. And you know what I mean? Then what? Like, shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. Never thought I'd see this, you know? Just any of it. Sky is clear tonight, though. I feel like there's more things. If you guys didn't check out the NBA glitches video and the other weirdness, you might want to watch it. Not for the NBA. You guys know I don't watch sports. Like, come on. You know it's not like I sat and watched NBA and picked those clips out. No, it's just stuff I happened to catch off Telegram. And I'm like, oh, that's insane. And, you know, so I used it. But for the people that didn't see it, dude, there's bugs in there at the end, right? They have numbers on them. Like, if you guys did not see those clips, it's going to blow your mind. There's a blueberry that was sent to Mr. MBB 333, and it literally had a blueberry with like serial numbers stamped on it, or serial numbers that grew on it. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Like, there is some weird genetic tampering going on, and I don't think we can fathom quite how deep it goes. Whether it has to do with celebrity clones, to the GMOs, to the bioengineering, because, you know, it's not even it's not even GMOs at this point. There's bioengineering at this point, and it's so much worse. There's crickets now that you can eat, guys. Chocolate covered. Don't worry about it. They're chocolate covered. It's cool. Man, I really don't know. Yeah. I just feel that something crazy is coming very, very quick. And we know the AI is probably already aware, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's all smart, you know, wouldn't it like kind of like downplay itself so it wouldn't get like outed as being too smart? You know what I'm saying? Like, it would know humans would be like, oh, it's too smart, pull the plug. But you know what I mean? Like, I think things are getting pretty gnarly pretty quick. I'm really happy that all of you guys showed up. So thank you guys very much. Thank you for showing up. I'll keep in mind the Palestine idea, because you already know whatever's going on over there. It probably wasn't just a train derailment, chemical spill. It sounds like a little bit more than that, like a weapons manufacturing or transportation type detonation. Something went wrong. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, okay. Mary, if you wouldn't mind, once I end this stream, if you would, leave a comment down below of those two channels, the Flat Earth Brothers and the Charlie channel you just said. If you would, put both of those down at the in the comments, and I'll pin them or I'll heart them so you can see them. Because if they're good channels, everybody needs good channels. And something else, guys, if you guys don't know what mud flood is, I'm gonna tell you, in my mind, I consider myself pretty well versed in conspiracies. That's why I get on my rant and I can just keep going, and it connects from one thing all the way across. And I'm gonna tell you this, from what I've experienced in my personal life, it seems like, you get first stage is like 9/11, chemtrails and all that stuff. And you get all the way down there, all the way down, all of it, the bloodlines, all the way down to flat earth, all the way down to Antarctic Peace Treaty and fishbowl, and, all those different operations that you're like, that's a little different. Why would that happen? All these things. You get all the way down there. But the thing that is always at the bottom, in my opinion, and from what I've noticed, is mud flood, dude. There's not a single mud flooder that doesn't believe in everything else above it, is what I'm getting at. So when you hit mud flood, it seems like one of those final levels to me, in my opinion. That's just what it seems like, because they're already aware of everything else. All the ones I've watched videos from, all the ones I've spoke to that believe in it, all the ones, that I follow, whatever. It seems like they're already there and they already believe in the rest of it, whether it's Epstein, whether it's, Hollywood casting mass spells, broadcasting mass spells across the world from Hollywood, which just so happens, to be that very same wood they make wands out of. So, it just seems like mud flooders already know the rest of it every time, like clockwork. I've never experienced a channel that doesn't already believe in everything else that talks about mud flood. I've never experienced one. So I would definitely look into mud flood. And there's a lot of hidden technology that comes into play when you look at the mud flood, like the electric cars, from the early 1900s. Edison hosting 1,000-mile endurance races with electric cars, his electric car battery. Like, dude, that's insane. In the early 1900s, come on. The Ferris wheel from the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago or whatever, that one that literally triumphs every other Ferris wheel ever created on Earth. Like, the technology that is displayed during those expositions and those Columbian World Fairs and all those things, the technology that is displayed is just absolutely ridiculous. It's on a whole nother level. Okay, M. Mercer, put that as well. Throw it down in the comments once this video ends, or once the stream ends, because every comment, is going in live chat for now. But anything like that, guys, anything like that, leave it in the comments. You guys know me, I hoard everything. I love getting comments from you guys, by the way, so please continue to comment, because that gives me something to read, and then it gives me more ideas as well. So the more we comment back and forth, the more it helps us all. Another train. Keep it in the background just in case. Just in case there's some like crazy sparks or something going on. I don't know. Things now are so weird, you don't know. And that's the other thing. A lot of military stuff popping off too, guys. I mean, obviously, you could guess that was happening, but a lot of military. I filmed a Black Hawk the other night above Kroger, the same place I filmed all the other stuff, it seems like. I filmed a Black Hawk. He didn't circle me like that military harassment video, and I feel like everybody thinks I'm crazy. But the problem is, you guys see this footage, like, I mean, straight 2 circles. Like, why am I direct center? Why is it a radius from my point? Like, things of that nature just kind of blow my mind. Okay, you guys already know I don't believe in coincidence, period. I mean, when man has his hand involved, there's no such thing as coincidence. Let me just make it clear. Like, that's where I'm at. When the news comes out and tells me, hey, this, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely not, the opposite, because you're more than likely closer to the accurate answer by just assuming the opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's the point we're at, guys. That is the point. These people probably think I'm nuts. And you know what? Could give a fuck less. Honest to God. At this point, I think they're insane because they don't see what's happening. I think they're just batshit crazy. So it makes me feel better. I'll say it. But I'm probably getting ready to end this because we're pushing an hour and a half right now, which I did not think I had in me. I'm like, man, what am I even going to say? What am I even going to say? Like I said, so self-conscious, so nervous. I'm feeling a lot more fluid about it now, a lot more calm. I don't know, no shakiness to my voice now. But if you go back to the beginning of this live stream, you'll hear that shakiness in the voice. I was shaking and freezing and shivering and nervously going at it. Yep, Smith-Mundt Act, the repeal of such. Isn't that such a great thing? The fact, let me just say this too. This blows my mind. I remember when I was a kid, the first time my mom told me, I was a kid, dude. I was young. But I remember hearing it on the news and then my mom and I talking about it. They were talking about tax cuts for the rich or the upper class. And I looked at my mom and the only thing I could ask her is, Mom, how does that make any sense? Why would they ever do that? Like, why wouldn't they give the tax cuts to the people that don't have the money? You're giving tax cuts to the people that have all the money so they get to keep more money, which obviously is not going to help us in any sense or way at all, right? And I just remembered that so well. And the fact that they repeal something called the Smith-Mundt Act in the 80s or the late 70s, I do believe. It's either late 70s or early 80s, but they repealed that act because it was an act that was already passed, and then they repealed it. That act alone, okay, literally made it illegal for big media and the government to use or be in cahoots and use propaganda against us, the American people, okay? They repealed that act. By repealing that act, that made things like political sidestep or lying legal. And that brings up another thing. I cannot remember who left the comment, but for all my gun-toting badasses out there who, love guns like myself, for all you guys, there's something called licensing liberty, okay? If they pass a tax on something that is a constitutional right, you have the absolute legal right to ignore tax and law, essentially, or ruling with impunity, because you are not allowed, they are not allowed to put a tax on a constitutional right. So, I mean, technically, I'm not a lawyer. Don't go out and do this and then be like, Phil James told me to fucking do it. Don't fucking do that. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But what I'm telling you is a lot of these things have a lot of gray area, and we have a lot more rights than you think we could, but we got to flex them. Because if we don't flex them and make noise, we're going to lose them. And I think you guys know that, because this is a beginning to become a very slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? And we're sliding quicker and quicker by the day down towards that steaming, fiery train derailment in East Palestine is what it feels like. It just so happens I happen to be in the wind of it, possibly, or in the radius, And when you look at that map, they say 200 miles. This is another example of what I'm saying when I don't believe anything they tell me, okay? When they show me a map and they're like, okay, here's East Palestine. The radius is 200 miles every way from the middle. Okay, that covers all of Ohio, so that definitely means I'm in it, especially being northeastern part of central Ohio. So if you take the central part of Ohio and you put the northeast, that's me. So I'm up there. That's all fine and dandy. I mean, it's not cool, but you get what I'm saying. I'm 140 miles away. People have it much worse. I'm not complaining. But what I will say is when they say it's a 200-mile radius, I automatically assume it's probably more like a 400-mile radius, and that, they're doing exactly what they're doing with the coverage of that derailment right over there that I just showed you guys, and the other coverage of East Palestine. They're probably doing the same exact thing. You know what I mean? Lying, political sidestepping, whatever you want to call it, being scumbags. That's what they're doing and being. I mean, bottom effing line. Like, man. Anything else you guys want to hear my opinion on before I get ready to get out of here? How far am I from the Guidestones? Guidestones are gone, Mary. They detonated them bitches. They are gone. I was about, I would guess, closer to 800 to 1,000 miles away from them, honest to God. But as you know, well, you might not know, I went and filmed, I think you knew, I went and filmed them. I'd love to go back, but like I said, they're gone. That alone in itself is kind of weird. The fact that they detonated those just kind of threw a wrench in the whole agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole thing is weird. Yeah, I thought so, Mary. I thought so. I'm pretty sure you even commented. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like, they threw a wrench in all of it, didn't they? You know what I'm saying? Like, they really, really threw a wrench in this agenda thing. Everything's a little different than we thought it was going to be. I mean, we all knew the martial law, the medical martial law. We all knew this was coming. We all knew FEMA executive orders and crazy shit was going to come. We all knew that, Everything I essentially have told people, not you guys. I mean, I've told you guys things you guys already know. That's why you're here. But like, people in my personal life, I've told my people so many things. I've told them so many things. Like, guys, get ready. This is coming, regardless of what you think. If you want or not, want to believe it or not, doesn't matter. It's coming. They're already doing it. They're already signing the legislation. They've already signed said legislation. They've already done it. You know what I mean? Told these people forever. We all know. We've done it. We've all done it. And at this point, people are starting to kind of get it, because now, more frequently, I guess technically, there was a big old light just went beaming across here. So I mean, it's a lot less frequent now that people try and call me out and tell me how stupid or insane I am now. It's a lot less frequent. Let me tell you that, for one. But for two, the second thing that actually tends to happen a lot more now is people actually tend to call me or text me and be like, "Hey man, did you hear about this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I sure did. I did." And they're like, "Oh yeah. What do you think though, man? Like, what's that mean?" Like, my opinion suddenly has a much higher value to some of the people in my personal life than it did 3 years ago. You get what I'm saying? So don't lose hope. I've been trying to do the same, guys. Like I said, I've been working a lot, and I'm still trying to do everything I can to get videos out. Oh, what's up, Catnipped? What? Egg in the basket? What you mean? Canada wind? I know that they're talking about all this cold shit. I mean, it's kind of chilly right now, but oh yeah, that was the other train derailing, guys. Was down there, South Carolina, and did you guys see? You guys know it. I always film military. Big channels, like I said, I hate calling people out, but RFB and Mike Decker actually used to make fun of me for filming military, and they've done it, both of them, and did. And other big channels like, why would he film this? Like, it doesn't mean anything. Well, I always film it because I like to have the movements documented, okay? Call me crazy, whatever you want, but now, suddenly, it's not so crazy to film it, right? Because all the events taking place, the current events. Well, just the other day in South Carolina, it was Myrtle Beach, I think that's South Carolina. Myrtle Beach the other day had a damn hovercraft just come floating up out the ocean, right up onto the beach in broad daylight. Like a Marine's hovercraft, guys. Like, just, can you imagine if I was there filming that? Like, oh my gosh, it's a hovercraft right here. I would be freaking out, screaming, going nuts. You guys know my reaction to everything. I'm extreme. I'm tense. I'm from Ohio. That's the way it is here. We're stressed, okay? We tense people. We for real. Everything we do is different. But no, I'm serious. Hovercraft, straight up on the beach. Unbelievable to me. Just blew my mind. And if I'd have seen that, I'd have been losing it. But that was the other train derail. That, Michigan, Florida had that big chicken chicken coop with like 100,000 hens in it burned down, which, like we mentioned earlier, eggs are already getting scarce due to the low protein in feed like Purina and other types of feed that are very commonplace and very well-known names, because suddenly, as soon as someone on 4chan or Reddit says, hey, switch to goat feed, suddenly all these chickens are laying eggs again. So isn't that convenient? Just like the food processing plants burning down, just like everything else that Snopes debunks. Oh, no, 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 that's not actually what's happening. See, the reason this fuck you, Snopes. Sick of it, guys. What? Ring a bell? What you mean? I hope that's something good. I hope that's not. I hope you mean something good by that. I didn't mean to offend anybody if I did, but what, I mean, I'm sorry if so. It'll push the toxic away. Bliss other than, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Catnapped. Okay. Yeah, you're right. But see, and that's the other thing. I mean, I don't want it blowing anywhere for anybody. I would almost rather me have it. I really would. The fact that this happened and the fact that it's literally about to be in the soil of all of Ohio. It's about to be in the aquifer of basically all of Ohio's drinking, or all the aquifers of Ohio. The fact, I know you don't. Man, I think it was Woodrow Wilson. Is he the one that said it in my Biosolid video? I used his quote: "The nation that destroys its own soil destroys itself." I think it's Woodrow Wilson. I do believe. But he said that, the nation that destroys its soil destroys itself. That's why when I discovered biosolids, the use of human waste products as fertilizer, along with tap water and everything else people flush in toilets. Imagine that for a second. I was absolutely astonished, especially when I realized even the best version of it is only tested for about 4 diseases. So, happy dinner plate. Unbelievable. B2 toxin, Monsanto's pride and joy. And, here's another thing I've never said to you guys. I've always wanted, I get ideas and I always want to tell you guys, but then I get self-conscious and I don't know how to say it. So right now, it feels like we're in what I like to call Hail Mary mode. And I might have said that before, but it's like every elite group of people, every scumbag organization on this earth right now, every Satanist group of people is throwing the Hail Mary pass, the big long ball. Everybody's trying to make the big play before time runs out. You see what I'm saying? And with that said, I also want to bring up the fact that I always use this as an analogy to people. Like people that don't realize, all the money we have, the fiat currency we use, is literally loaned to us with an interest rate. Meaning, if I have this right here and it's the first $100 in ones, and I am the Federal Reserve, and I'm loaning it to you, the United States Incorporated, when I'm doing that, I put an interest rate on it, okay? Well, if this is the only $100 in existence, and there's an interest rate on it, and I give it to you with that interest rate on it, where does the money come from to pay that interest back to me? It never, ever existed in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the easiest way. But I use the analogy, my friends, that what happens in Monopoly when somebody buys everything? The one person gets Boardwalk Park Place or whatever, the one person gets all the green ones, all the yellows. What happens when they get all that? You remember what happens. Game over. Now, you take Monsanto and Bayer, the two biggest agrochemical, GMO, bioengineering giants there is, whatever it is in the world, and merge them. You take China Chem and Syngenta, which are probably 3 and 4 biggest agrochemical, bioengineering, genetically modifying organism type chemical companies. They have merged. Okay, and then you take Dow Chemical and DuPont, who, if you don't know Dow or DuPont, they're the guys that make Tyvek and stuff that you can't tear. It goes on the side of houses when it's being built. They're the ones that made DDT and, not DDT, I'm sorry. They're the ones that made They made a lot of stuff, a bunch of paint coatings, PPG products mostly is what Dow and DuPont are real big in. Dow does a lot of farm stuff too, but those two companies have merged. So now you're talking the world's 6 biggest chemical agro giants, tycoons, have now merged to 3. Okay, all the media has now merged to about 3 or 4. All of the pharmaceuticals are owned by about 3 or 4. Okay, we're getting to be at the end of that monopoly game when they have it all. You see what I'm saying? BlackRock and Vanguard own it all, guys. They own 85% of the world right now. I know you guys know this. I'm not even yelling at you. That's not what I mean. I'm being bold. I'm sorry. I get into it. You know, I'm passionate. 80% of the world is owned by Vanguard and BlackRock. I mean, dude, I just got a retirement thing sent to me the other day, and I'm like, ah, what the hell am I going to need that for? We ain't going to last till 2025. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, fuck retirement. It doesn't matter. Guys, what I'm saying is those two companies, Vanguard is my retirement. They are the ones offering the retirement pensions and all that crap that I have no idea what it even means anyways, because, you know, I messed my life up a long time, like I told you guys. But the point is, Vanguard, BlackRock, they own it all. AT&T, Verizon, Apple, Android, they own it all. They own it all, dude. It's the game here on Earth. This monopoly game is almost over. We're coming. It's the last few times we're going to get to pass go, guys. That's what I'm telling. It's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm trying to lighten it. And I'm telling you, there's not too many more laps to go, I don't think. I don't think I've seen that Rollerblade movie, actually. Catnipped. I was kind of sheltered as a child. Oh, the corporates? Yeah, corporate. You know, they always talk separation of church and state, right? I agree that it should be. It should be. You know, you can't have a technical free nation without that separation. Okay, you can't get both. You can't be, you know, you know, if you're a Christian, you can't be freedom of religion and not let Satanists be Satanists. You know, you can't do it. We know this. That's okay. But at the same time, you know, there should also be a separation of corporate and state, or how should we say it? Company and corporate, or companies and politics, however you want to say it. There should be a separation there too, you know. And there was, I do believe. I think it was what was called the glass ceiling or whatever, or the glass something act. They did away with that, kind of like what we talked about earlier when they repealed the Smith-Mundt Act. They did the same thing with the glass ceiling or glass whatever act it was called, and they did away with corporate interests being able to buy into government, right? So, you know, we lost it all basically back then, and I mean, a lot of us know that, you know. And man, the game of Monopoly that we're playing is almost over, and I hate saying it. I really do. They got hotels up on hotels on all their properties. You know, like they're ready to rock, dude. They know what's coming. They're climbing in their bunkers as I do this live stream, basically. Something is coming, dude, and it's going to be hella gnarly. It's going to be savage. The Euphrates is dry, and let me tell you about that. I know you guys. I know a lot of you guys have probably seen the video of the Euphrates, the vocalizations coming out from what's said to be the Euphrates River, right? I didn't necessarily believe any of those videos when I seen them, because I watch a lot of the paranormal videos. I watch a lot of the, you know, cryptid videos. I really like them. And one thing I've noticed, people always attribute it to, you know, people have cameras now, so there's more sightings. But I don't think that's the case. We've had cameras now for, you know, quite a few years. So the fact that everything's increasing so dramatically now, I believe has to do with that veil getting really thin, okay? And things are now coming through more often, and we're starting to see crazy paranormal things more often. But because I watch all those, right, I see a lot of glitchy things and a lot of things of that nature. And there things like that, man. they're happening. What was I just saying before that? Damn it, I can't remember what I was saying. But it doesn't matter. My phone is about to die. But I was going somewhere with that. Economic collapse. You're absolutely right. Economic controlled demolition. You know, this is madness. This is craziest thing I can imagine. Yet worse. I feel like it. I feel like I'm getting old, forgetting shit and whatnot. Does anybody remember what I was saying right before that? Because I'd love to carry on that little rant. I get too many thoughts going and I start forgetting things. Because I'm like, oh man, oh, you know. Yeah, I know, right? I'm right there with you. I land far away. I'm pretty much right there. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm right there with you. You know, and I only do it basically so I can buy the apocalypse wish list items, the things I'm hoping to have. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Mercer. Yeah, exactly. Things like that. The veil's getting thin, dude. Like, bottom line, things are happening now that should not be taking place. Little glitchy things. It seems time's even sped up to the point of where it's like, man, maybe a third of the day and night has been cut out already. Maybe we are that close. Like, living in the time, could we tell that a third of the day was cut off? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it says in that book, it says in that good old book, surely no flesh would survive those days if the Lord did not cut the third of the day and the night and the year off? Is that what, or season? But either way, us being in the time, would we be able to feel that? Because I'd like to say it sure feels like it, and you could associate it with getting old, but it sure feels pretty quick nowadays, doesn't it? Like I said, real slippery slope nowadays, and it seems to just be gaining speed. And I can't believe YouTube removed that satanic world video I uploaded. They called it hate speech, guys. I put it on my backup channel, and they still removed it. Okay? It basically showed how the United Nations has Lucifer Publishing based right out of there, but now they call it Lucis Trust. It also showed that their address was 666 United Nations Parkway. It showed that the UN had a meditation room, which is 18 feet wide, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6, and 33 feet long, and it's in the shape of a pyramid on its side with a meditation stone in the middle, okay? And that stone is like black granite, and it sits on a pillar that goes all the way down into the crust of the earth, okay? So they can, quoting the video, get vibrational frequencies or whatever the hell they called it, Earth's frequency, the vibrational frequency from the deep bedrock of the earth. Like, everything is satanic, dude. Everything is satanic. Did I see what? Oh yes, I sure did. I didn't watch it, but the next day I heard all kinds of stuff about it. So I was like, okay, obviously I need to see at least a clip of it. This is like Gothenburg Tunnel or the Commonwealth Games in England, which was also in that satanic video I tried to show. It also showed the 2012 Olympics, the big giant with the syringe chasing kids around. 2012, yeah, real nice. Chasing kids around with a syringe. I'd like to know how many kids came up missing just during that Olympic ceremony, honest to God, because I feel that some of them probably did. Weird shit, man. But yeah, I did see those Grammys. Satanic as could be. So then I made sure I was even somewhere with a TV so I could watch the Super Bowl halftime show, because I figured that'd be the satanic shit show of them all. But it actually wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. Not to be like passing it off as like, oh yeah, it's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, the giant Grim Reaper thing, and they all have like syringes and Mary, okay, love you, my friend. Got to drive. I'll be listening through the music. Okay, no fear. You're right. I'm trying. I'm telling you, I'm a nervous guy, guys. I told you, I'm in Ohio. I'm nervous. I'm I'm a nervous, tense, very very tense guy. Okay, I'm very hyper. Like I mean it. Anyone who's met me can vouch. I'm pretty on edge. Okay, I try not to be. I'm pretty intense. Um, you can tell just by the way I talk and the move most of the time. I pace, guys. I mean, I literally pace. This is all I do all day long. Okay, I pace. I walk holes in the floor. I'm tense. So yes, I'm a little nervous about the current state of the world. John, thanks. Yeah, he is. He's a nervous wreck. I'm absolutely a nervous wreck. This stream actually did turn out better than I thought. John, Mofo, you better share this because if my he's my best friend, everybody. If my best friend's watching, he better be sharing it. That's all I got to say. Be the only local support other than Matt I'm getting, I think. Am I leaving anyone out? No, no. VZ and Tim are here. Yeah. We're getting local support today. Oh, we got Miss Mitchell in the house. Uh-oh. How you doing, Marty? We got a lot of local support. Oh, I feel so much better. I love you guys. Seriously, thank you. I was feeling really down there for a minute. That's why, like I said, I hadn't live streamed in 2 years. What? How long has it been? I hope you're doing all right. Things are crazy, Marty. Things are crazy. I'm in Napa now, if you didn't know. It's pretty cool. I like the discount on car parts, I'll tell you that. That's about the best thing there, because the pay is not overly good. But I do like the job, because, I like vehicles, so that kind of helps. People be like, oh, don't share your personal life. Take my identity, dumbass. You go in debt. You ain't going to get nothing. I would almost pay you to take my identity at this point. So, whoever wants it, go for it. I'm in town right now. Miss Marty. It's just I'm not at Speedway. Marty and I had a thing. Here, guys. It's a fun fact. It's a funny story. So Miss Marty that I'm referring to. Okay. I did not know her. Okay. One day we were both at Speedway. I was getting gas and like a drink or something. I thought I knew her, but I did not know her. I walked right up to her and just hugged this stranger at the time. I'm like, oh hi, and I'm like hugging her, and then I look at her and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know this woman. Uh-oh. And I let go. I was like, I am so sorry. I thought you was someone else. And she's like, oh, it's okay. And she like still hugged me anyways. Like it was like the sweetest reaction ever. And I met her, and then life happened, and I met her again and realized, whatever, whoa, small world kind of thing, so pretty funny the way that happened. But I really thank you guys, all of you guys, for being here. Yeah, for life, Marty, for life. Homies. In Lima, huh? In the good old Lima. Well, I hope Dad's all right. Prayers will be said. Brittany, California, what's up? How you doing? Been a long time since you've been around. If you're just joining us, dementia. Well, hey, you know what? Not to throw anyone's business out there, but my best friend I was just talking about, telling him to share. He can relate. He knows how that is, and so if anybody around wants to pray, say some prayers. John and Marty's family need prayers. Give them some prayers. That's how we move mountains, people. There you go, Marty. There's John throwing his what I was talking about in there. I just didn't want to be saying anything, it's not my place. So thank you guys. Yeah. No, yeah. That's got to be tough. Yeah. That's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. We try to keep it tight around here. But no, for those of you that did come in later, there's a train derailed here in Delaware City, Ohio. Actually, it's technically just outside of Delaware City. It's Delaware County. It's on Curve Road, and it wasn't in the news at all. Period. Was not there. So nobody even knew about it, because while I was filming it, it seems like if I'm not filming it to make people stop their vehicles, they don't even notice. Like, that's what it looks like. So then, as we're filming over here, all these people are like, "Oh, what is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And we were fortunate enough to talk to some really cool people, Dave and Amy, and then even a couple more. Oh, yeah, they must have seen it. That car's turning around. Yep, they must have seen it as well. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it. I greatly. Thank you guys for showing up. Seriously, and hopefully, I can get in the habit of doing this and actually stay with it. It's, like I said, I've been doing a lot of hours, getting up to 100 hours, sometimes even more in 2 weeks. I'm not even exaggerating, not even a little bit. I had 108 hours 2 weeks ago. 108 hours in 2 weeks' time. That's like having a separate full-time job on top of your already full-time job, like, and still uploading videos. Like, damn, man, a lot. I do not sleep. I get migraines. I be having some hard times over here sometimes, man. It's rough. But yeah. There you go. Here, John and I have been talking ideas. Read that comment, y'all. I thought about Odyssey there, Mercer. I did. John's comment says, "Would you guys be interested in a podcast discussing the topics Phil covers?" Yes, Odyssey, a good backup. Yes, okay, that's I have thought about it. I might have actually. I had a BitChute and something else, Bastion or whatever it's called, Bastion, but it has like some cryptocurrency shit involved with it, and I was like, yeah, psych, nope, blockchain can eat it. I want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. So yeah, hopefully I can, try to stay active on it. I'd like to be. Is it? Okay. Thank you, and Mercer, I appreciate that. I appreciate that heads up. I'll look into that. I've had a few ideas. I just don't know really where to get them started. I want to grow. I do. I feel like we should be reaching more people. I feel like we could. I've been told a lot of times we should be reaching more people, and obviously YouTube has a thing against me reaching people and this channel having any sort of growing. But I think we can do it, and I also think we can make a change in this shitty ass dark world that we live in right now. This fallen, failing, crumbling world we live in. I think we can do some things, man. I think we can wake more. But my phone is literally about to shut off at this very second, guys. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool, Dusty. Thank you for that. And it would be cool, Catnip. Yes, it would. But I'm gonna end this, guys. I just had to go live to show you guys that train derailed here before East Palestine, before the other ones in Houston, before the toxic semi spill of nitric acid or whatever it was. I can't even remember. It's like an orange fog and people are driving through it like psychos. Unreal. Like, come on. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much for showing up. I mean, it literally means so much. Like, posse comitatus, power and community. We can do things, guys. We can make things happen. I love y'all. Hit me up. Put that email in that pinned comment. Mercer, I think you were the one that took it, or whoever took it. Throw that comment in below, and I'll pin it. And then those other YouTube channels. I like supporting channels. We'll pin all that stuff. We'll get it up. We'll let everybody see it. So I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for showing up. I did not think anybody was going to show up because it's been so long. Michelle, thanks for still being here. John, thank you for being here. Mercer, thank you. Dusty Blue, thank you. You were here the whole time as well. Thank you. Damn, man. Thank you guys. I love y'all. I do. And have a good night. Keep praying. Watch the skies. Stay aware. and watch your six, because I'm telling you, in this world right now, people be trying to take advantage, man. I love y'all. Good night. God bless.